try hard to make amends, accept the things I've done. When it's someone else's turn, the thing to do is left undone. Suddenly that high road feels like the only one I'm traveling. My backbone is coming loose and I'm unraveling. That high road don't feel so high anymore. What's the use when no one cares to know? I take that high road. The walls are closing in and the air is getting thin. The walls are closing in and the air is getting thin. The walls are closing in and the air is getting thin. My silence is about to break and blow up in my face, because that high road feels like the only one I'm traveling. My backbone is coming loose and I'm unraveling. That high road don't feel so high anymore. What's the use when no one cares to know? What's the use when no one cares to know? I take that high road. I take that high road.
good afternoon or good evening, and welcome to Fox and Lunch. We are your hosts. Fox and I am Lunch for this particular show. We booked this show about three weeks ago to give our European fans and our East Coast fans a chance to watch the live stream because at nighttime it's usually too late for them.
And we've had European fans tuning in at 4 a.m., so we figured to be fair to them, we need to give them a normal time to watch us.
Now, a lot has changed since 3 weeks ago. We're kind of at a pivotal point in both America and the world. We're living through history right here. We've always wanted to be as performers a place where you can forget about your problems and go into a world and then pick them up after the show. But with all that's going on, I think maybe it's a good time for us all to keep all our emotions with us and experience them together. And with everything that's going on, it's okay to be angry or scared or confused. And we are feeling all those emotions too, and we want to be here with you.
Yeah, we were definitely, kind of debating about this show and, really not wanting to take away from the voices that really do need to be heard right now. And then we realized that we have this amazing platform and these amazing fans, and, we can also promote this message, which is of equality and of, racial justice. And so because of that, today we decided to donate a portion of our proceeds. We're going to be donating 20% of all the donations that come in to an organization called Color of Change, which is actually the largest organization in the U.S. Fighting against racial injustice, and they do that in a lot of different ways, but they're really affecting policy change in a lot of ways. And there's some resources on their website, colorofchange.org. If it's free to become a member, and you can just go on there and get some shareables, and they'll tell you exactly what needs to be done. And so we really wanted to support the work that they are doing as a part of this live stream today. And we're going to kick things off with a song that we feel like is something we want to put out into the world as all of this is going on. This one's called Better Land.
Some come from riches, some are born of the fruit of their hands, while others are formed in factories in search of a better land. But we move as a mountain, will not tremble at the weight of our plans. All in all, we scan the horizon in search of a better land. All together, we are an orchid, busting through the rubber hay. We are fragile, oh so fragile, it's our greatest strength. And we'll build it, not in our image, but in who we plan to be. We'll have room to grow, the seeds we've sown, stretching outwards towards the breach. Gather your love, shine your light. First morning rays after a long dark night. Join your hands, open your heart. Here's just one small step, but that's how all the big things start in our search for a better land. It is here, not in the future, but within our outstretched reach. All the brave and crazy among us are howling at the moon and stomping their feet. Just as the restless must always find a place to lay their heads down to sleep, so do the lepers living within us see themselves in the eyes of the righteous indeed. It's either all or none of it is worth its weight in salt. We're just vessels for cosmic exploration, wondering if we'll finally answer the call to gather your love, shine your light, be the first morning rays after a long dark night. Join your hands, doorstep. Hell, that's how all the big things start in our search for a better land.
Well, it looks like a couple of you guys are tuning in on the chat. We would love for you to tell us where you're listening from today. We've already got somebody from Germany. Tomas is here from Germany. We've got a couple definitely from here in Portland. Chloe, I believe you're in Bakersfield, if I'm right about that. Flavia from Switzerland. We've got Ginger from Arizona. And Gloria from Warminster. And that's Pennsylvania, right? Yeah, so let us know in the chat where you're watching from. It's really fun for us to be able to see like who's tuning in, and thank you guys for being here.
This is a song that's going on our next record. Kind of seems fitting for these times. It's called A Strange and Wondrous Place.
Was it all worth anyway? Can you measure life in numbers? And if so, what's the fair rate of exchange? Do you know the price point for each new breath that you take? If you only had a moment left, what would you want to say? Ride last. Is there really any difference between our future and our past? We're going through changes, hell. Everybody's changing, it seems. Well, you'll never be the person you are till you ditch the person you've been. Time doesn't know the shape we're in, but we keep trying our best to explain. Life is always dying to begin. What a strange and wondrous place we're in. Say a lot, but it's all about perspective these days. Don't let them tell you anything at all. Some people hit the ground running while others take a lifetime to crawl. Time doesn't know the shape we're in, that's fine. Whatever's meant to be. I'm just trying my best to comprehend what a strange and wondrous place we're in. What a strange and wondrous place we're in.
So we went back home to visit my parents this past week. We spent a week with my folks in the Bay Area. It was nice. It was nice to be around family. We went took a walk on this ridge by my house. When I was younger, we would go up there to smoke And I remember the walk being a lot longer when I was a kid, or in
When
the
you were high.
teens. Yeah, when I was high. Yes, one or the other. Yeah, I definitely remember it being. I was like, oh, it's got to be at least 2 miles. We're just trudging up this hill, and it has a very nice view of Martinez and the refineries on the side of the hill, and then you can look down over the kind of suburbs on the other side. But I definitely remember it being so long. And we went on this walk, and it took about 5 minutes, I think, to get to the top of the ridge. But I'm guessing on the way back, it must have been like a spy mission, like we're moving so slow, moving through the hills on the way down to the house.
Yeah, it turns out in the middle of the day, dead sober, it's a pretty easy walk. we found out. Wanted to shout out a couple more people. We got Sebastian from Dortmund. He's one of our super fans. He says, thanks for the early show tonight. We've also got Flavia in Solothurn,
Go
or
Ravens.
you saw us in Solothurn, which was a really fun show in Switzerland. We've got Peter from Oak Ridge, Tennessee, which we would have been in Oak Ridge, about a month ago had things not got canceled. So thanks, Peter, for tuning in. Yeah, we've got my parents watching upstairs, George from Vienna, your Aunt Sherry. So you guys are a great crew. We're excited to have you here with us.
Thank you, Aunt Sherry, for taking on my mail during all of our adventures.
Yes, that is Scott's official address these days. This next song is one from our most recent album. This one's called Reckless.
Reckless, I've always been reckless with my women, yeah, my money and my time. Always crawling out of a pit full of desire. When the world is burning down, I can't help but smoke that a fire.
Restless, I've always been restless. Heart built to love, but a soul on the run. Never staying long, always chasing that sun. Body count is rising, and I'm holding a smoking gun.
Always on that run, I'm refusing to lay low.
How was I to stick around? My home was on the road, always with the wind though.
Living to get by,
Never giving two legs about the passing of time. Hard times, good times,
we'll take them either way.
all that really matters is who you're with at the end of the day. Yeah, yeah. Tested, Lord knows we've been tested.
It emerged through the pleasure and the pain.
Not entirely unscathed, to the treasure goes the brave. Don't it feel too good to be mutually insane?
Always on that run, yeah, we choose when to let go.
How are we to stick around? Our home is on the road, always with the wind though.
Living to get by,
Never giving two legs about the passing of time. time will take them either way. All that really matters is who you're with at the end of the day.
All right. Well, thanks, guys. So many familiar faces on the chat. We've got Verna and Dale and Dale's dad watching from Junction City. We've got Scott's parents, of course, from the Bay, and Lisa. I'm not going to say her last name, Lisa. I don't want to get it wrong, but she says claps for the guitar work, Scott. So I'll give you those claps from Lisa.
I have been practicing. Can always practice more, but I've been putting some time in here on the quarantine. And
so we did want to mention, we are taking donations today. 20% of the donations that we receive will go towards Color of Change. But if you don't have the financial means to donate today, or even if you do, we hope that you'll share this live stream. So just click share. That way more people can get access to this right now, and we can just reach everybody with some musics.
if you want to just skip us, the middleman, you can just donate straight to Color Change too. If you really want to donate, but you don't want any of it going to us, then that's also acceptable.
A fully fair
I get it.
thing.
Listen,
So
I get that too.
colorofchange.org if you want to get involved with them directly, which I highly recommend either way. Just check out their resources. They've helped me a lot, and I've learned a ton in the past week through them. So highly recommend. That link will be in the chat for both Facebook and YouTube. This song is called Warm.
They've been traveling down the road so long they didn't know which way was home. She talked about her mother till she cried when she discovered her girl was gone. Having no family to speak of, he solemnly drove eastward through the storm. They were warm. We're together. Ooh, they were warm. We're together. Through the wild and rugged wilderness, they pillaged for their own begotten souls, accepting gifts from strangers, taking them by force if it arose. The days they did not eat, it grew easier to make peace with what they stole. They were warm. They were together. Ooh, they were warm. We're together. And fuel's running low. Pulled over at the truck stop to get their share the only way they know. Not a soul in sight. They had to spend their night out in the cold. They were warm. And we're together. Oh
waves crash upon the beach. If you listen just so, you can hear it resemble the sound of a loud crowd cheering gently.
You didn't know where you were going with that.
I never do.
Until the words came out of your mouth.
That seems to be par for the course.
That is true.
I'd like to recognize another organization that has helped us out during these tough quarantine times. Music Cares, by the Grammy Association.
Yeah.
Has really stepped up. If you're a musician out there that's struggling through the pandemic, they do have grants, and we're excited we got some grant money, which has helped us a little bit through these times.
It's helping us finish our album. If you tuned into the last live stream, we were doing our album fundraiser, and now we were like, we have 3 songs left that we need to record for this album, and now it's looking more like we have 5 more songs because we both wrote a song in the last week that we really want to be on the album, and so this album keeps growing, and so all of these donations that you guys send us, and the Music Cares grant, all of that is going directly to make sure this album happens, and so we're very excited. It's also the first album we're releasing on a record label, so we're partnering up with Dutch Records and releasing it through them, and we're very excited about that.
So we're gonna play a few songs from that. We're also gonna play our 2 brand new songs.
We are.
I heard Sarah's been banging away at the piano on her new one. It sounded awesome, and then I have a new one that I've been that I worked a lot on back at home with my folks. But first, how about we do a little Change into the Guard? This is another brand new song that's going to be on that record. This will probably end up being our next single. So this is Changing of the Guard. It's been a long time holding on to that power, but these old ideas can't solve the issues of our modern hour. It was a good life, loading over the fall, with the tide of the squeeze, the quicker it all crumbles.
Starts with one voice, all alone in the crowd, equipped with the vision for the world and the courage to testify out loud. And just as that soapbox starts to feel too high, someone slips their hand in yours and that dream is amplified, and they all start to gather round. What once was 2 is 10,000 now, stronger together than apart. It takes an army of incendiary hearts to spark a change into the guard. Change into the guard. When I feel difficult this new way, so hard to shed the past. All the relics of the old world were in built to last. Bring on the new time.
into the guide, change into the guide, change into the guide.
I was gonna just play that percussion forever. If
Oh,
you
yeah,
hadn't
just
looked
gonna
at me,
keep
I
on
was
going?
I was just gonna keep going. Never stop, never stop,
Never stop, never stop.
never stop, never stop.
So we're about a week out for what would have been a month-long European tour that has seen us in Germany, Austria, and Switzerland, booked by Rolla Music, who've been so big in our career and our development over the years. And so we are upset that we're not getting to go to Europe and play music, but we have rescheduled the tour for November. So if
Yeah, we would have been flying out in less than a week.
if flights are up and running, we'll be back at it in November. We'll be coming, and we'll go to some of the Christmas markets. So
Yes, we were very excited. Our very first European tour was like the first 3 weeks of December. And that was so fun for us because Christmas markets, you know, as an outsider who's never been to a Christmas market, we did full tourist mode.
now we'll explain what Christmas markets are to those who.
So if you're tourists like us that don't know what a Christmas market is, all over Germany, Austria, and Switzerland, during the Christmas season, they have just this big festival that goes on in pretty much all the major cities for sure, and some of the smaller ones as well. And there's just, you know, they're selling their wares. There's like, you know, you can buy booze, you can buy food, you can get Glühwein and walk around and drink it, which is basically a hot mulled wine. We liked it with a splash of amaretto. It's very sweet. You can't drink too many of them, although we tried.
It's safe to say we didn't make a lot of money on that tour because we spent a lot of time in the Christmas markets.
Yeah, we spent some money on some Glühwein during that time, and we bought presents for everybody from back home. And so we're very excited though to revisit the Christmas markets. Every time we've been going to Europe these last couple years has been, you know, fall or summer, so we just totally miss it.
Let's play a song that we wrote on one of our European tours. This is you can hear a little bit of it in the song. This is called Little Animal.
Took the red eye through London into Frankfurt. Spent a night in the red light district, and we had a suspicion that we were being followed. Though we're out being tailed by the person we wish we could be.
Played so many nights, felt like a hurricane.
Drink enough to fill a diesel tank on two.
Everything is already been said. Well, that doesn't mean it isn't true. Go to sleep, little animal. Take the time, find your groove. You may feel as if we'll never change, when that's all you ever really do. Had a first day off in a fortnight. I can tell by the waning of the moon. Ate enough to enter hibernation. Turn this hotel room into a literal cocoon.
I feel the world seep through my soles every time that it rains.
Oh, you're a fool, and I don't mind telling you.
Even when your feet are soaking wet, you can't walk this path in someone else's shoes. Go to sleep, little animal.
Take the time, find your groove.
You may
feel as if we'll never change, and that's all you ever really do.
but the nights, they eventually turn to morning.
And the mornings get written into song.
songs.
Oh, those songs, oh, they merge into a medley.
Tells the story of this journey that we're on.
Go to sleep, little faithful. Take the time, find your groove. You may feel as if it will never change. And that's all you ever really do. When that's all we ever really do.
You know, it's funny, many of our songs, like that one especially, come from very specific stories. And much of our show really in the past has been us just telling stories from the road. And it was just occurring to me like that, you know, our stories now are like, hey, remember that time, Scott, when like I woke up and then you woke up and then we like just did some things and didn't leave the house and then went to bed?
That's a great story, Sarah.
Yeah, thank you. Those are most of our stories these days. I was like, has anything like interesting or fun happened to us while we've been on this quarantine?
Well, it just means we need to dig further back in the vault. And I think one of the things that I remembered from that first tour that just popped in my head while we're singing this is that there's a lot of talk about kind of like holes in your shoes and like soaking wet feet, and we kind of built it up as, you know, made it kind of a metaphor. But I really did have wet feet because I had holes in my shoes that whole tour, and I'd spent all my money on Glühwein, and so I couldn't really buy any shoes, and it was raining a lot, and so you know, my feet were wet all the time, and we had a night off. I think this was around when we wrote this song, and it was Sunday night, which kind of everything's closed in at least most of Europe on Sundays.
Yeah, Sundays are tough in Europe, we've found.
For religious holidays and other things and just resting. And so we'd been kind of searching on our phone to find anywhere that would serve us food. And we found a place, and it looked delicious, and it was only, you know, like 10 blocks away. And that seemed okay until we walked out of the room, and it's pouring down rain, and I immediately remembered I have holes in my shoes, and so we're kind of charging through the rain to get this food, and you know, we eventually did get it, and we made it back to the hotel, but it found its way in song. But
hot tip, if you're in Germany, especially on a Sunday, just find a Döner place. Döners, which are these like pita with like shaved meat and delicious sauces. They're very, very good. They're kind of like gyros. And you mostly can get those on Sundays anywhere we've found.
They're open so late.
And they're so cheap. And they're probably horrible for us, but we pretend like it's like a fancy delicacy that's good for us when we're there.
It's very boring.
So Sebastian's here to potentially ruin our Christmas market dreams. He said that they may not be allowed this year.
Well, Sebastian, we're just going to have to make our own Christmas markets then.
Yeah, we're coming to your house and we're making Glühwein. That's what's happening now. Got someone tuning in from Austria, too. Hello, Mark.
Got my morals spinning instead of war. Though they grown since I first came from birth, I did not let them fall for a fly. Wish to have something beautiful and real. Then in patience I will build a home. The consciousness I yield, like a ship from down the sea, bonded to the road. Oh, I've seen in you a place I can call home.
Improvisation.
Yeah, a ship. I think a ship that's bound from saving.
Yeah, I don't know.
I dreamt so much that my life's become a dream. And the people that surround me are the carriers of peace for warring. Every moment we are who we become. Our existence can be brighter than the summer sun. And as a weary lonesome traveler who's bonded to the road, oh, I've seen in you a place I can call home. Yes, I've seen in you a place I can call home. Oh, you must let her go, though you've got more soul than you know what to do with it. Oh, Lord, love's the hardest game around, but it's the only one in town. that I'm willing to lose, that I won't lose, I won't lose. Communication is oftentimes the key to a door towards another world. Very seldom see, and though our lives are more like rain upon a sidewalk full of chalk, I'd still learn another language. So if only we could talk. And as a weary, wounded soldier come home after the war, oh, I'm hoping that my key unlocks your door. Yes, I'm hoping that my key unlocks your door. Oh, you must let her go, though you've got more soul than you know what to do with it. Oh, Lord, love's the hardest game around, but it's the only one in town that I'm willing to lose, but I won't lose, I won't lose. I got you. I can't lose.
So we're getting our first couple donations rolling in. If you're just tuning in, we are playing for donations today, and we are donating 20% of our proceeds to Color of Change, which is an organization trying to impact racial injustice and make some changes in this world. It's a really great organization. We're very excited to be partnering with them today. But of course, as always, if you can't donate, please share the stream. We're going to be playing for a little while longer, so we want to make sure just to touch as many people as possible with some music today.
I'd like to shout out to Ben from Lime Live. We worked together on Portland Folk Fest on streaming there, and we might be creating a little folk show, a weekly folk show that we're going to start working on too. So shout out to Ben and Lime Live.
Yeah, we got some things in the works. So I thought this would be kind of a fun thing. Since we, it's not an uh-oh for you, for once. No, I'm going to put this on the audience. We really miss touring. We would have finished a US tour by now and be heading out onto our European tour. And so just to, make us feel like we're kind of on tour again, I would love for you guys to post in the comments just some of your favorite stories from your favorite Fox and Bones shows, or stories that you've had with us. And just let's kind of reminisce on those times when we all used to hang out together.
Yeah, you can throw a virtual beer bottle too if you want to really make it.
Totally, yeah. Tomatoes are, gentler, but if you really, really want to reminisce,
you can't learn from tomatoes.
But you'll survive it. So we just released a brand new music video just a little over a week ago for this next song. It's kind of a fun one. If you haven't watched it yet, it's up on YouTube and on Facebook as well. This is called Already Here.
Wanna play music in modern times. Here's some hits that'll help you make up your mind. Don't take your money, take all of your pride. If you're lucky, lay out enough to barely get by. Be away from your home, life becomes a road. You gotta pay your dues. Playing empty rooms, people's backs to you, getting paid in booze. Oh, better love that too. the stars are cold. In the bedrooms, feeling pulse and bloom. Hey, have you heard the news? You might make it through. Oh, you better love that too. Better love that too. Better love that too. Better love that too. They say, boy, when you gonna make it? Oh, and can I tell my friends that we shared a beer? Well, we're not quite sure how to take it. We're already here. We're already here. Already here. Already here. Well, all right. So now you made it. You kissed the sky. And your idols turned out to be your friends in disguise. All the time spent on the road was the fuel to help you grow. You push on through, find a solid groove. Ditch what wasn't you, leaving only truth. Oh, you better love that too. 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 Better love that too.
All right. Well, we have at least one person in the audience that this is their first Fox and Bones show. So hi, Bonnie. We hope it's not the last. I would love to know where you're watching from, where you found us.
Before we jump off away from that song, I just want to shout out to the blues man, Blueberry, and also Peter Marcotte. Those are my two guitar mentors, shaman, whatever you'd like to call them. And Barry kind of taught me that riff that started in the beginning when I went and visited him in Tennessee. And then Peter kind of helped me with that E9 chord on that song, which adds a lot to that to it. So shout out to my guitar shaman.
Shaman.
My guitar shaman.
Shaman.
Guitar shaman.
Yeah, Scott's been working hard on those guitar chops this quarantine.
It is nice when we're on the road because Peter lives in San Diego, so I get to stop and have some lessons and learn some things there. And then by the time that I've forgotten to practice them, we get to Tennessee, and Barry can help me pick it all back up. So.
Sweet deal.
It's a good deal for me.
Yeah. Sorry, I was my brain had already moved on from what you were saying.
Yeah, I think that's probably our whole interaction. Really.
Yeah, I'm like, on to the next thing.
I would like to say something. She's like, I've moved on.
I've moved on. Okay. I did want to point out Sherry's comment. Her memory was loving the Doug Fir concert, and that show is actually the show that we filmed for that music video, which is kind of cool. And so if you want to also relive that Doug Fir concert, or if you weren't there the first time, you can check out our music video for that as well.
It's true.
That's true. We've got a couple other. Robbie came on. We met you at So Far Seattle. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's right.
RX, you got some pipes.
Yeah, yes, he does indeed. And I do remember that your uncle had passed away. That I had totally forgotten about that. Thanks for reminding me. And that "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou" song kind of got to you. We do love playing "Man of Constant Sorrow." We'll definitely have to throw that one in today.
How about we do Roads, and then let's play a few new ones after that. Feel good about that, Sarah?
I feel pretty good about it.
All right.
This song is about those days when we used to have life on the road.
Marrow of stone, purveyors of hope that we thought that we know, cousins of dirt in a fortress of time, divided by none, sands a small yellow line. Roll diving to the depths of the dark on a promise of stars. We have what we hold, this life on the road. Bound by the ghost of the night, and the towns that are heralded by time, and wrapped within rhythm, but lost without rhyme. The feast and the fast, our last links to life. Yeah, still we ride on through the wind and the storm, through the reckless unknown, broken and bold. Still we dive in to the depths of the dark on a promise of stars. We have what we hold, it's life on the road. Still we ride on through the wind and the storm, through the reckless unknown, the broken and bold. Still we dive in to the depths of the dark on a promise of stars. We have what we hold, this life on the road.
All right.
That does remind me of we have a music video of that song that's all footage of us when we're just young, wee lads and lassies on our first European tour with Michael Nipper and Chelsea. That's up on the lines and all that.
Yeah, that's still one of my favorite music videos, just because it's really, a lot of our music videos are produced and planned out. And that one, we literally just took behind the scenes footage. None of it was planned. Scott just combed through all of Michael's footage and kind of picked our favorite moments. And so every time I go back and watch that, it feels like a scrapbook of our first trip to Europe. And I think it just kind of encompasses, who we are. It's very much the silliness and the heartwarming vibe really came through in that video. So if you haven't watched that one, it's on our page. That's one of my faves.
So we got some new music to share.
We're talking like new since we last saw you, even.
That is true.
Both of these songs were written mostly within the last week. And so, the last live stream, we played all the songs from the new album and we played them all the way through. And now we're potentially going to have 2 more songs on the new album. So we're going to piggyback those on right now. Oh, this isn't the brand new one. This is you've heard this one.
That's coming up next.
But this is, some of you may not have heard
Bonnie
this one.
hasn't heard any of them.
That's true. Bonnie has not.
It's not good to assume.
Does this one have a title yet, Scott?
Life is but a dream. Modern age is oh so bright. Yeah, I got my friends with me, hoping one day we can all meet in real life. I read on Reddit that
I don't know the lyrics.
You don't know this part. I don't know this part of
I read on Reddit that as long as I don't leave the house, I could live to be 134. So don't disrupt my transcendental meditation Facebook group. Just jam all my deliveries through the doggy door. My best friend Apple told me my screen time was down 13%. Ain't that a shame? If I worked hard enough, I bet I'd get that number up before the week is spent. I couldn't really tell you what it is we've all been doing most of our lives. Yeah, that's okay, no need to understand. Just dish out all the love you can before you lose the light. Can't find what you need in a search engine. You might actually have to double click your soul when enlightenment's delivery is still pending. At least it's being delivered at all. Yeah, well, life is but a dream when you live inside your head. And likely as it seems, we are the narrators of all our hope and dread. I read on Reddit, if we concentrated hard enough, the world would bend to fit all our requests. Well, I tried that yesterday, and I'm not so sure it works that way, 'cause I haven't grown wings or met Obama yet. If healthcare was affordable, I bet more of us would get our shit checked out. Yes, for me, it's WebMD and my friend at BonaJam153, who reckons what I got is probably gout. I read on Reddit, if I bide my time, then maybe I could load my brain into a cyborg shell. And if I still identify as what I was before, then I can dominate the Olympic Games in 3012. Yeah, the drums of war are sounding like a samba. It's getting tougher every moment to ignore. These modern days are falling down on hard luck. Yeah, we're still luckier than we've ever been before. Seems right. I had a dream about what happens when it's over. They told me, they tell me when I got there in the end. While I dig the irony of this sardonic central symphony that we all are destined not to truly comprehend. Like taking college math classes the day after you come out of the womb. Even the world's smartest baby couldn't learn cubic equations before that finals due. And you never know what's coming down the pipeline. I hear life and death play cards on the weekend. Of all the lives I've lived within my lifetime, I'm grateful to be here with you, my friends.
Very nice. That song to me feels like a PSA for why you shouldn't trust everything you read on Reddit. So people, that's my PSA. Do not believe everything the internet tells you. Make sure your sources are verified and know where your information's coming from, or else you're going to have to write a song like that.
Mm-hmm. I've gone down too many of the rabbit holes.
Ginger's idea for the song name is Click Your Soul.
Ooh, I like that.
That's fun. Makes me want to like click you.
Is it located here?
Maybe.
Is that the entry point?
It's the entry point right here in the shoulder.
All right.
Looks like we've got Dustin from Osnabrück, Germany, with us. We played in Osnabrück last year in this outdoor festival that had like 12 different stages all throughout the city, and people could just walk through the old town and visit all these different stages. And it was one of the most fun shows that we did. I mean, somebody took a photo from above at the crowd around our show, and it was so fun. It was like amazing to see that many people.
It's nice to play music along such history, cobblestone roads and these beautiful housing and architecture and such a wonderful community. So it's nice to play in that atmosphere. Yeah,
it was really fun. We had Peter Marcotte with us playing guitar as well, which was always a dream.
One of my guitar shamans.
Your shaman, yeah.
Shaman. Would you like to play your song? You want me to rattle one off?
Let's do Dancing in the Aisles first.
Okay.
And then your new one, and then my new one.
Sounds good. Everything in balance.
Yep.
Well, Sarah, how about you count me off on this one then?
We've had a big back and forth in the studio of how fast this song should be, and we've changed the tempo a bunch of times. I'm just gonna give my best guess at it right now. This one's called Dancing in the Aisles. 1, 2, 1. I was raised in the fall, singing sweet songs to the Lord. Never thought to ask anyone why. wait, squat.
Been the same inside, yeah, the same inside.
Well, it's many people to me. Some might say it's heresy. I know we've got all we need inside. Either way, let's make the most of the moment that we know. Just in case there's not a spirit in the sky.
Creative chords at the end, but you know, they weren't entirely horrible.
Pretty much right after you said "take it away," I was like, "All right," and I almost just immediately fell. Like all of a sudden, I was like, "Oh no!"
What I said was "take him away."
Take him away. Like, oh.
That song was a
Yeah.
prayer, and I was like,
Like-
"Take him away. Let this be my show.
Put him somewhere, please. Put him somewhere.
Put
Just not
him
here.
somewhere already."
Yeah, that was almost an immediate.
That would have been good TV, I gotta say. You know, you never know what you're gonna get with daytime TV, but
Physical-
we're trying to entertain the best we can.
Physical comedy is making a comeback. I'll tell you. We're gonna
Did it
get some-
ever really go away? Did you ever not laugh when someone tripped?
That I got from my mom. My mom, Beck Gilmore, was always a big laugher at those, you know, at fun falls.
I wasn't sure if you were saying that she falls a lot or that you're laughing at falling a lot.
Laughing at falling. Now, as a kid, I did take quite many stumbles. She did not laugh during those, but it was usually because
She probably wanted to.
I think, yeah, maybe inside. I had this set of, they're like pipes, and you can interlock them together and build things. And you know, I probably was around 4 or 5, and so I built something that was maybe about 6 feet up, and I climbed to the top of it, and it's like, I'm at the top of the world. And as I was saying that, it kind of all started tumbling, and it tumbled me right into my head right into the wall. And
Cool.
I didn't hear any laughter then, but you know, I haven't really remembered anything since that moment. So
Yeah, I think when you're a kid, your parents are more like concerned about you than like thinking it's funny. They're like, "Oh, are they okay?" But I've heard that's the second story I've heard about you, like bumping your head into a wall. The other one, you ran into a wall playing basketball.
I did.
Didn't
I
you?
was playing basketball outside at lunch in middle school, and I was like, I'm gonna get this ball, and then all of a sudden I was, you know, horizontal, and the wall was still vertical. The wall did not bend.
Yeah. Ouch. Well, that
was-
explains a lot.
It was an immovable object versus a pink peach head, and we found out who won.
Yep. The wall always wins. Sorry, Scott.
It's all right. I recovered.
That's good. Mostly.
We'll see. We'll
Physically,
never know.
yeah. Physically.
Emotionally, we'll see. So let's play some brand new music.
Let's play some brand new
These are
music.
2 songs we have not played live yet. We've not even played all the way through yet, and so let's see. I wrote this one at home with my parents last week, and let's see. Let's see
I
how it goes.
might try to throw some harmonies in here. I'm going to do it quietly so that.
Good luck.
We've been wandering through the valley, the shadow of ourselves, asking nothing of the darkness. We've been bound, immersed in wraith of just to memorize a shade of consecrated meaning that we found. Well, I have a friend in the Navy. He said the fears of our formers wouldn't break me. Just be warm enough to earn somebody's love, and you'll be born from the ashes of your aging. Happy in a dream that we shared so long ago, the merging of what is and what could be. I must admit it's quite exciting to be this close to the edge of pure infinity. Yeah, I have a friend in the Navy. He said the fears of our formers wouldn't break me. Just be warm enough to earn somebody's love, and you'll be born from the ashes of your aging. Well, I have a friend in the Navy. He said the fears of our formers wouldn't break me. Just be warm enough to earn somebody's love, and you'll be born from the ashes of your aging. Much like the bearing of a mountain stream or falling leaves whose path is yet to be. We're being summoned by an ancient omen, always onward to be freed. Now here we are again, just like the time we came before, the shifting of the veil upon our eyes. Therefore the brave are those with nothing left to save. The moment of our meaning has arrived. Well, I have a friend in the Navy. He said the fears of our formers wouldn't break me. Just be warm enough to earn somebody's love, and you'll be born from the ashes of your aging.
That song's different than last time I heard it.
Yeah.
Some of those lyric things I really like. The mountain stream or falling leaves part.
I've done some meticulous rewriting of this one. I've tried to, it's tough sometimes. You want to go with the moment and just let the lyrics be as they were originally written, but I just hammer down on this one. Well, especially we've had a lot of time, so.
Yeah, it sounds good. So this next song that we're gonna do is a new one of mine. Literally finished this last night at like midnight, so it's still very new to me. Let's see, are you putting this over your headphones?
Yeah. Sure. Whatever feels right, and we can all experience it together. This is the good thing about doing a live show is
I
that
actually don't need a pick.
we're gonna experience it all together.
I don't need that. Thank
Sure.
you. I'm sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't practice with it, so I don't want to play with it. So I am super nervous right now because I have only been playing this song on the piano. Not that I'm all that great on the piano, but this is my first time playing this really seriously with the guitar, and so I'm just gonna kind of play through the chords. But this is kind of a song for our time, and it's dedicated to all the people who are out there protesting or learning from home and really trying to make a difference in the world. And I know it's a tough thing that we're all going through right now, and so this song is kind of dedicated to the people who are working to make a difference. It is. Yeah, I think I want to call this Houses of Sand, but let me know what you think of a title for this. All right. Who among you are tired? Yeah, it's been a long road to see the world you desire, to fix the system that we broke. Well, sometimes it seems change is coming slow, but we got this dream, and we won't lose hope, no, we won't. When the sky goes dark and
and the street rings out with the voices of the dead. Watch the rivers rise and the rain come down on your houses made of sand. Where you feel the words no longer water in the seeds of your belief. Don't forget that change is a ladder to everything that's out of reach. Everything that's out of reach. Every torch burns a fire that can set the world ablaze, illuminates the desire to discover a new way. Hey, there is a road that leads to the unknown, and when we light it up, it's sure to carry us home. When the sky goes dark and the streets ring out with the voices of the dead, watch the rivers rise and the rain come down on their houses made of sand. Where you find the world's no longer water in the seeds of your belief. Don't forget that change is a ladder to everything that's out of reach. Make some noise, raise your voice. This is who we are and we won't stay silent. Make some noise, raise your voice. Let them see the power of a world united. Make some noise, raise your voice. This is who we are and we won't stay silent. Make some noise, raise your voice. Let them see the power of a world united. This is where, no, we were meant to be, and we're prepared to fight. As long as there's this inequality, and we'll light the night with our cry. When the sky goes dark and the streets ring out with the voices of the dead, watch the rivers rise and the rain come down on their houses made of sand. Where you feel the words no longer water in the seeds of your belief. Don't forget that change is a ladder to everything that's out of reach. Make some noise, raise your voice. This is who we are and we won't stay silent. Make some noise, raise your voice. Let them see the power of a world united. Make some noise, raise your voice. This is who we are and we won't stay silent. Make some noise, raise your voice. This is who we are and we won't stay silent. Thank you. I'm planning on having lots of harmonies for that part that I was just singing, because that's really high. I'm hoping that you're gonna
Sure.
sing that part.
You know,
We
that's,
can just harmonize.
I heard. Do you want to do chances while you have
Oh,
that?
sure, yeah.
I heard. You've showed that song a few times to me from the piano, and I've heard you practicing it. But that was the first time I heard the lyrics. I love it. I might have just jumped to my top favorites.
Thank you. It's
Top favorite
it's
Sarah hit
definitely
list.
my favorite, but every artist, the newest song that they're writing is their favorite. So I really am excited about this one though, because I wrote the melody for the chorus and kind of that like hook part a long time ago, and I heard it in my head as this full chorus with like backing vocals and all these different things. And so I taught myself how to use GarageBand, and I recorded layered 4 layers of vocals, but I was just going la 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 la. It's all la's. And I added drums and I added bass and I added organ and all this really cool stuff. And I just never really had a direction that I wanted the lyrics to go for that. And then this last week I was like, oh, this song could be powerful, and it should have powerful lyrics.
Turns out it is.
Tune up. Yeah. I couldn't figure out what you were pointing. You keep like pointing at
Just
me, and I'm like, am I
check this thing out
forgetting to
here.
say something or?
We're having a lot of fun playing some music here. You can see behind me, we just got vinyl in. We have some vinyl in that we've just received that we've been shipping out all across the country. And
We've also got new T-shirts that
That's
we
true.
didn't really get to take on tour with us. That's actually right behind Scott there. It's this little outline of us.
thanks to JP Downer and Pop Wonder for designing those. Yeah, it's been some productive times, I'd say.
We also have been kind of revamping our merch store. of course, adding all the new merch in, but I've been creating bundles, and so that you can buy certain bundles of items to make them cheaper. So I think we have a music bundle that you can get all of the vinyl and every CD we've done and a lyric book.
Clothing bundle, like if you want to buy like one of my socks and a pair of my shorts, I'll just send them on out.
If that's what you want, then we will send you whatever you want. Scott leaves socks everywhere. My uncle just texted me.
Says the person who I can see a pile of your socks right there.
Okay,
so
but
let's
those are
not
clean.
talk about
Those are clean, and I just did laundry. Scott's like, my uncle texted me from Bozeman, Montana. Keep in mind, we haven't been there for a year now. Last summer sometime, and he just found a pair of your dirty socks under the bed in their extra bedroom. So cool. Fun keepsake.
Those in sock houses shouldn't throw stones.
I'm not.
Sarah.
My uncle threw the stone, and it's amazing that you have any socks.
Let's hear you play a song, all right?
All of our Ginger says, "Ew, yeah." If you ever let us stay at your house, you will be finding socks. Just so you know.
It sounds like a benefit.
Okay, that sounds better. All right, so we're gonna kind of go back to some of our origins here. This is actually one of the first songs that I wrote solo for Fox and Bones. It went on our first album, and we're kind of revamping this song for the new album, doing second chances.
Play the song.
People need to know, Squat. You're just mad because we talked so long about your socks. All right, this is called Chances.
This ain't the song that I thought I'd be writing tonight. Stop believing in Mr. Right. I don't know what to believe now. Some say it comes down to fate, that you'll know when it walks your way. This old heart has been around. All I know is I'm not lonely right now. Sun shine above, but I only saw space between. Reenacting the same old scene, barely aware of something greater. Went out on a limb, and baby, I bet on you. And when you made your move, the odds were in my favor. Maybe it's time to up my wager. In this life, we're only given so many chances. I like my chances with you. Here's the truth. It's not like I got nothing to lose. Clean and sober for a month or two, but the addiction could take over. Still I'm on the line, baby, what's your bottom? Whoa. In this life, we're only given so many chances. I like my chances with you. They say you don't know what you don't know. I don't know where this road goes, but here's my heart. He's this tortured soul. My money's on something beautiful, 'cause in this life, we're only given so many chances. And I like my chances with you. Whoa, and I like my chances with you.
Hey, Ginger said, love the vocal harmony on this song. And that's Scott. That's a Scott original harmony. He wrote that for himself.
I wrote it probably because I couldn't learn the ones Sarah wrote for me or something like that. But
Yeah.
I try my best.
Usually
We each have skills.
Oh, and John Canlin also says nice harmony, Scott. Wow, look at you go.
Thank you, John.
We're all improving on our things that we're
Our
learning.
neighbor, the Canlin family, is my neighbors from when I was just a wee lad on Starflower Drive in Martinez, California, and responsible for some of me starting guitar when I was just learning. So this next song is in memory of one of our favorite people, one of our fallen brothers, Brandon Blackmore. Who passed away recently, and decided when we play this song, I want to start telling fond memories and like fun times where he was lifting up the community, because he did all the time. He was wise beyond his years, and we were at Country Fair one year. We were hanging out at Country Fair, and I was bitching and moaning about like there's a habit that I just couldn't break. I was like, why do I keep doing this? I have this habit, I can't break it. And he kind of pulls me aside, and he looks at me in the eyes and says, I have some words of advice for you. Just stop. I was like, oh, that's good. It's a wise but simple thing to say, because we have control of these habits. Like, we muscle memory puts us in these paths of doing things that may sometimes are not healthy for us over and over again. And the first step is just don't do it. It can be as simple as that. And so this song is in memory of one of our favorite people we will always love.
Yeah, I like to think that he lives on through all of us. We all have these memories of him, and I can still hear his laugh, which is actually a line in the song, but it's true. That's the thing that I remember the most. And so this one's for you, Brandon.
With a heart the size of a lion, a smile that rivals the same. You were larger than life, humble as pie. You were sweetness in the first of your name. Yeah, you were everybody's baby, much wiser than most for your age. Spirit so free, got them jokes up your sleeve. Oh boy, that laugh was contagious. Now you're the mountaintop, you're the lightning that cracks through the rain. Oh, a prism of light on the side of a vase. Now look like you're out of the picture. Oh honey, you become the frame. Oh, I'll carry you everywhere, just the same. Just the same. No, we can still hear you laughing, still see you all covered in dust. You live with a grace that can't be erased. There was beauty in all that you touch. Doesn't matter that your form now is lighter, but that we're riding high on different snakes. We can feel you inside, it's the place you reside. Anyway, we'll meet back up at the gate. Now you're the mountaintop, you're the lightning that cracks through the rain. Oh, prism of light on the side of a vase. Might look like you're out of the picture. Oh honey, you become the frame. Oh, I'll carry you everywhere, just the same. Now you belong to the other side of the universe. Where have you gone, our sweetest friend? It won't be long till we join you in what has always been. Love is strong, never ends. Now you're the mountaintop, you're the lightning that cracks through the rain. Oh, prism of light on the side of a vase. Might look like you're out of the picture. Oh honey, you become the frame. Oh, we'll carry you everywhere, just the same. We'll carry you everywhere, just the same.
Yeah, so one thing that we've started doing that song kind of reminded me of during this quarantine is we have started a business where we're writing custom songs for people. And what a custom song is it's basically, kind of a way to express your love that is very unique. And what we do is we take your stories, we talk to you for, an hour on Zoom, and we take your stories and we put them into a song that, kind of encompasses who the person is that you're writing about. And we had done that, we'd done that unknowingly with the Brandon song, and Scott wrote me a song for Christmas one year, and we just realized what a gift it is to have a song that's for you and about you. And we did our first one a couple weeks back and delivered it for Mother's Day, and Dara, the receiver, she just loved it. And seeing her reaction to that song made me realize just how special of a thing it is. And so if that's kind of something that you're interested in, whether it's for, weddings, anniversaries, milestones, birthdays, really any reason you can order a custom song. But we'd love to hear from you if you're interested in that. We're still working on getting our website up and running, but you can go to foxandbones.com. Is it still /your song?
Just go to foxandbones.com and you can find it on there.
Yeah, you can contact us through there.
Shout out to Casey Costello and to Karen Aronson from Dothan, Alabama, who babysat me when I was just a little brat, running around crying and pooping everywhere.
We've
To
got
Annie,
Christina and Chris from Aachen too. In fact, we just I believe it's you guys that we did the songgram for, and that's another thing we're doing is the singing songs that you can dedicate a song to anybody, and we will learn it and play it for you. So there's a lot of things we got going on, a lot of people watching. Thank you guys so much for being here. Don't forget, if you have the means, we would love if you could donate. We are donating 20% of our earnings to Color of Change today. And if you can't donate, of course, please share this stream. And we'll get some more people's eyes on it.
Dark as the nighttime, close as you can, fierce as an animal with the hunger for expanse. You gotta love me, 'cause only you can. Song with seduction stitched in my hand, born with veracity, sedition, every trance. You gotta love me, 'cause only a woman can. You gotta love me, all that I can stand. Love me like a river runs through your hand. Hold me like the only thing I'd ever understand. Speak to me in shadows, feeling light. Be the fire that burns away the layers of my mind. Love me like a river. Burns like a wildfire, ravaging land. High like destruction, raging from the devil's hand. You gotta love me. Oh, you gotta love me like a man. You gotta love me, all that I can stand. Love me like a river runs through your hand. Hold me like the only thing I'd ever understand. Speak to me in shadows, feeling light. Be the fire that burns away the layers of my mind. Love me like a river runs through your hand. Hold me like the only thing I'd ever understand. Speak to me in shadows, feeling light. Be the fire that burns away the layers of my mind. Love me like a river. Color you sideways, you color me black and blue. I'll shake your ground and you won't know what hit you. I'll build your circle, you'll be whatever you choose. You let me shapeshift, you can taste this voodoo. Dark as the nighttime, close as you can, fierce as an animal with a hunger for expanse.
I said I'll call you Circles.
You'll call me Circles? Is that a nice name to call me, or is that derogatory?
No, I think Circle is nice. Yeah.
Thanks.
Like, yeah, you're a circle.
I'm a circle. I am a circle, or I am circles. I
guess that's up to you.
Cool. Well, you said circles, so I'm gonna go with circles.
A special thanks to Left Door for streaming this. They're working with a lot of great artists in town and are putting out some great work, and so maybe they'll pop their own link up there on the chat, and so you can see what
they're on Facebook now.
What they'll be streaming next, and what kind of artists that they're bringing live from everyone's living rooms into your home.
Last night they did a concert by Pretty Gritty, which is probably posted on their page. You can go back and watch if you haven't watched Pretty Gritty. They're one of our favorite artists in town and two of our closest music buds. So definitely go check out their stream as well. And thank you guys. People tuning in on the chat. It looks like Love Me Like a River is still a winner for a lot of people. It's a good one.
Thanks to Dominic Schmidt for helping us write that one. That one took time. We had a lot of revisions, and Dominic Schmidt and Roll of Music always on our side and helping promote and booking us in places, and so appreciate that. Let's do some running for you.
Yeah, let's do it.
This is one that Sarah and I sat down to write. We jammed ourselves in a room, and we said we were not leaving until we have a song. We had a recording session, I think, a week out, and we didn't have any songs to record, and we were starting to feel the pressure. But it turns out like that we work better when we're just frightened for our careers.
Yeah, hence writing 2 songs right before we're finishing our album. So
this is running free.
Jam.
I got a fever for the wild and restless. I got a feeling there are things unseen. Cheers to the years we've been tried and tested. Here's to the fears that inspire dreams. On the way we walked along the valley, there were days with no escape. All the time that we held each other tightly, waiting for the night to fade. We are free, running free, with no idea what the future could hold, only that we believe. I heard a tale of the strongest, best, fell by the one who was half their size. It ain't the righteous who are always blessed, nor the timid absolved of pride. We've been through the darkest of our caverns, digging in till we reach the other side, coming out to wash ourselves in water, to be swept up in the ever-rising tide. We are free, running free, with no idea what the future could hold, only that we believe. We are free, running free. All we know, wherever we go, is where we need to be.
something?
Did we do so? Yeah. I think
You said double verse?
No, I don't. Sometimes I forget where everything goes in a song, and the only way to remember is to not try to remember.
Yeah, it's
And
muscle
so-
memory.
Yeah, and so I always know when I'm in trouble when I'm thinking, I wonder what I'm singing next. I'm like, uh-oh, better not think that.
Yeah, no, I mean, you did well because it would have interrupted my flow if you'd started singing something different. So you must have, at least either we were both wrong or we were both right. But
Yeah.
that's the nice thing. We're in it
As long
together.
as we're wrong together, we'll at least still be singing the same thing.
Yeah, that's true. We like to be wrong together. Yeah.
Quick shout out to Matt Greco in the Rye Room. We're finishing up our record there with Matt and Dominic worked on Better Land and helped us with that one out. So we do need to figure out a name for this record. I love so far the record being called Love Imperium. I think that sounds good. And Sarah obviously doesn't, and I'm gonna say just wait, don't say anything, just give it a chance.
It's too big of a word for people, I think.
Love, Sarah? Is love too big of a word?
You know what I meant. Tell us in the chat if that title makes sense to you.
Love Imperium. Love the all-powerful.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
it's not bad.
Well, let me rattle off a couple other names, and then you choose between those.
No, this is not.
We got another option is Sandwich Bunkers is number
I like
2,
that one, yeah.
and then the third one is somersaults on to the airplane concession stand. Is another
That's
option.
nice. That
And
sounds like,
then,
yeah.
hot sauce burrito. So, what's your favorite of those 4?
I think I'm going to go with somersaults. That sounds
What?
like it could be like a
Somersaults in
Paul
the
Simon album or something.
airport concession stand.
somersaults in the airport concession stand.
Well,
Sounds like a Paul Simon lyric.
What's your second favorite?
Hot takes, hot sauce.
Hot sauce burritos. Your
Yeah.
second.
Yeah, who doesn't like hot sauce
Is Love
burritos?
Imperium even in your top
I'm
3?
just kidding, Squad. I like it, but I don't know if I love it yet.
Well, write in if you have some other names. Write in if you are the person who ends up naming the record, we will give you a free copy on CD and vinyl. So
Absolutely. John Canlon says, "We're wrong together" could be a new song, but maybe that could be the album title.
could be.
We're wrong together.
Could be.
Yeah, looks like Ginger says yes to that too. So it sounds like we got our new album. All right.
All right.
We're wrong together.
As long as it's a majority. We have time for a few more songs. How about we do a little roots, Sarah?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Have you ever seen the spring in East Tennessee where the wildflowers all start popping up? The best damn blues I ever heard you won't find in any back alley club. Well, I got roots here. This is not a place I know. Just arrived this morning on an April breeze. Country roads can't take you home when you got no home to go to. The more I move, the less I need. On this winding road, we're rolling stones, chasing the summer down the coast. Feet up on the dash in the passenger seat. A long way from home, there's not much we know. Just watching life as it unfolds. If you love yourself, you gotta set yourself free. Set yourself free.
Rest stops in Birmingham, gambling by the sea. 125 plays at the Scarlet Pearl, all up on LSD. Oh, the west is where I cut my teeth, to the east is where I lean. I'm a northbound train, but these southern winds have a hold of me.
I got roots here, and this is not a place I know. Just arrived this morning on an April breeze. Country roads can't take you home when you got no home to go to. The more I move, the less I need. On this winding road, we're rolling stones, chasing the summer down the coast. Feet up on the dash in the passenger seat. A long way from home, there's not much we know. Just watching life as it unfolds. If you yourself, you gotta set yourself free. La la la, la la la, la 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 la, la la la, la 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 la, la la la, la la la, la 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 la, la la la, la 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 la. On this winding road, we're rolling stones, chasing the summer down the coast. Feet up on the dash in the passenger seat. A long way from home, there's not much we know, just watching life as it unfolds. If you love yourself, you gotta set yourself free. If you love yourself, you gotta set yourself free.
You know, singing that song just now, I can't help but remember a part of it where it came from. We were driving from Texas all the way to Alabama. We had 2 days to make the drive, and we wanted to kind of give ourselves like a stopping point midway through that felt like a reward of something, because it was a long, you know, what was it? It was at least a 14-hour, at least something like that. Like it was
Yeah,
like two
14
really
hours, two full days of driving.
2 full days of driving. So we wanted a place to stop off, and so we found a casino called the Scarlet Pearl.
Scarlet Pearl in D'Iberville, Mississippi.
The Scarlet Pearl in Mississippi, and we're like, this would, you know, we can act like high rollers for one moment, and we found a discount. I think it was a Monday. We went there and we kind of got dressed up. We pulled our wrinkly clothes out of our bags and dressed up and went down and sat in front of a slot machine. And this was the Wonder Woman slot machine. It had a lot of colors, a lot of pictures. We had kind of gotten some for the hotel. I think we had $23 of chips or something like that, or $23 of plays, and so we put in our kind of card and rolled it up and started playing this game. And about towards the end, we hit a jackpot. Like, it wasn't the biggest jackpot, it was maybe like a $30-something jackpot, but part of it was that we got 20 free spins. And so for about a minute and a half, the Wonder Woman music is going off, and we're dancing, and the colors are going everywhere. And a guy comes up behind us, and he's like, "Hey, you guys look like you take acid." We're like, and he's like, "Do you want to come to my house?" And we
said no.
We declined. We're like, "No, we're just trying to get our Wonder Woman on. We don't want to come to your house."
They're like, "Why are you guys so animated right now?" It's like,
It's the only
we're just
jackpot.
very excited, okay?
It's the only jackpot that
We're not
I've
normal.
won in a casino.
We're not normally in casinos, yeah.
All right. Well, Sarah, how about we play a little Paul Simon song? We got maybe 3 songs or so left.
Yeah.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah, that sounds
All right.
great.
Mama pajama, oh, that bed. She ran to the police station. Papa and I began to shout. That's what started the investigation. Was against the law. Was against the law. What Mama saw was against the law.
Mama looked down and spit on the ground every time my name gets mentioned. Papa said, "Oh, if I get that boy, I'm gonna stick him in the house of detention."
I'm on my way. I don't know where I'm going. I'm on my way. Taking my time, but I don't know where. Goodbye, Rosie, the queen of Corona. Seen me and Julio down by the schoolyard. Seen me and Julio down by the schoolyard.
Sarah Beatsword on the whistle.
Whoa, in a couple of days, gonna take me away, but the rest let that story lead.
When a radical priest come to get me released, it was all on the cover of Newsweek.
I'm on my way. I don't know where I'm going. I'm on my way. Taking my time, but I don't
So if you're just tuning in, we are Fox and Bones. If you would like to watch this, we're going to leave it up on our YouTube page for maybe a day or so, day and a half, and then we're going to post it in our Patreon exclusively. We have this one, and we're going to be posting our last one in Patreon as well. You can find that at patreon.com/foxandbones, and that's for as little as $2 a month. You can get all this kind of hidden footage that we have and a lot of songgram recordings, and we'll be posting our new album there before we release it, and so...
Yeah, Patreon's the place to be. We actually only have a limited amount of people who can subscribe at the $2 range, and then it goes up to $5. So I think we're like limiting that to 30, and I'm not sure how many we already have.
I think we might have 2 left, whatever it is.
Oh, we only have 2 left. Okay, so if you want to get in at the $2 a month level, make sure you do that now, because it sounds like that is going away soon. After that, it'll be $5 a month for the base level. And then there are, of course, levels higher than that if you're interested in supporting in other ways. We're still working out some benefits for the higher rollers, and so we will roll those out and let you guys know. I also wanted to mention too, we kind of talked about merch earlier, and we have a lot of merch, and we're up and running for shipping, and so if you want to buy anything, we do have the bundles. You can save a lot of money by bundling stuff together. It's foxandbones.com/store. You can find all of our stuff there, and the bundles you just buy as is. You don't need a discount code or anything. They're just priced a little lower than if you were to buy everything separately. So I think we had put the songgram
sock and pant bundles too.
Sock and pant bundles, yeah. They won't be washed, so if you're into like dirty
golly,
socks. But yeah, and then we have the songrams and the custom songs. foxandbones.com/send-a-song-gram. You can go ahead and like apply straight through there, and then with the custom songs you can just reach out directly to us and we can work that out with you. That's a little bit more of a process. So those are kind of all the ways that you can hire Fox and Bones to do things.
This next song is a custom song.
This is a custom song. This is the original custom song that Scott wrote for me for Christmas a couple years ago. And it's one of the best, to this day, one of the best gifts I've ever received. And it's a gift that keeps on giving. I know that's kind of a cheesy thing to say, but it's really true, because every time I hear it, I get that gift again. And so this song, if you haven't heard it before, this one is called Welcome Home.
Started in this world, born to play a part. Just a reckless child with handguns shooting blanks into the dark, searching for that spark. Like marbles in a sandstorm, or ice under the heat, I was transfixed upon the cave walls, thinking all I was all I'd ever be. I was so lost, so lost. Emerging from that darkness, I'd imagined my future wife. She was imminent and faceless and engulfed with a radiant light that refracted as in diamonds and rushed upon my shores. Not the smartest man I know, but of this one thing I'm oh so sure. It was you. Didn't know it at the time, but it was you. I've always been quite stubborn, and my mama would tell you so. Got a laundry list of other traits that ain't endearing as I'd hoped. There's still so much that I don't know. Yeah, you handle me like sheepskin, or you hold me tight like a rope. I have a tough time giving compliments, but you truly soothe my rough and ragged soul. Yeah, you. Oh, you do. So I promise to be healthy, at least the best that I can keep. Though I'm known for reaching for the things that are barely out of reach. Oh, open ourselves a piggy fence on the back of our toy Volvo, loaded up with gear and gasoline, drive across this world with a bumper sticker on the back that says, welcome home. Yeah, you. Me and you. Yeah, na 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 na, me and you.
All right, well, we got one more song for you guys. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for tuning in this afternoon/evening, depending where you are. It means a lot to us that we can all join in and, support a great cause, listen and play music, and that we, get to do what we love and share it with all of you. And so that's really special. One last reminder that we are taking donations for this concert. If you are able to donate, our links are all in the description of this video, and we are donating 20% of all of the proceeds that we receive to Color of Change, which is helping to fight racial injustice in this country. And this is something really important, you guys. So I hope you all do your own research and continue to learn and listen to the voices that need to be heard right now, and continue to support artists as well. So thank you all. We love you all, and we'll be back in 2 weeks for another happy hour time show. We're going to be doing these shows every 2 weeks. The second Wednesday of every month will be a noon hour show for our German fans, and then the fourth Wednesday of every month will be more of like a happy hour time that kind of is more for the US fans. So we're trying to accommodate everybody. We thank you guys for tuning in. Next one's June 24th, and we will be sending out invites to that in the next week or two. We're going to send you guys off. If Robbie's still on the stream, we want to dedicate this song to him, as we kind of talked about his story earlier. So this one is You Recognize From O Brother, Where Art Thou? It's one of our favorites to end on. Feel free to sing along at home.
Sorrow, I seen trouble all my days. I've been farewell, Kentucky, the place where I was born and raised, the place where he was born and raised.
My verse start. I got it.
6 long years I've been in trouble. Pleasures here on earth I've found. In this world I'm bound to ramble. Have no
lost in sorrow. I've seen trouble all my days. I've bid farewell to old Kentucky, the place where I was born and raised, the place where he was born and raised.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Should we bow? Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. We'll see you again in 2 weeks.